Are our bikes a target?
Bike theft is on the rise. Keep yours safe.
Right, let's do it. Dirt Shed Show time. Welcome to this week's Dirt Shed Show with Neil Donahue.
And Martin Ashton.
And Doddy over on the couch.
All right.
How are you, Doddy?
Not bad, thanks.
Neil?
Good, I've been out stealing bikes, thanks Martin. Got a van full of bikes.
Oh, well,
Do you want to buy one?
I tell you what, I'm worried about this. We're talking about bike theft. It seems like it's on the rise. Insurance companies are saying that it is statistically on the rise by a whopping 66%.
You do hear about it every
That's in
other
the
week.
UK.
Someone's getting their bikes nicked. I've heard about it recently as well from trail centres. People, I mean, I've always heard about it, but recently more. Yeah. People just come up, rock up, get your bike, ride off on it. Bad news.
And it seems like in the news each week, Tom is mentioning bikes have been stolen from here, there, and everywhere. So I thought we should dive into this. There's a thing. Now you're gonna have to bear with me, guys, on this, right? Okay, so I've got an experience I went through in lockdown that I'm a bit worried is about to happen to us in bikes, and it refers to what happened on my little estate where I live with puppies and dogs. Everyone wanted one, okay, right? And the price for puppies and the demand for dogs went through the roof, okay? And then people were stealing dogs.
You got a dog during lockdown?
Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. I bought mine and he was expensive, right? But basically what I'm worried about is we are entering and about to experience a bit of a supply shock in the cycling industry, I think. Basically, I'm saying that based on what I've heard from actual manufacturers.
It's already there, though, isn't it?
But yeah, I guess it's already happening. Yeah. But does it mean our bikes are in even more danger
well,
than they
I think
were
it does.
originally?
Second-hand prices are a very strong moment. So you've got to think, it doesn't take, genius put two and two together that if they steal these things, then they can sell them. I used to be convinced that back in the day, it was motocross bikes. They were so easy to sell, but now, a mountain bike is so valuable and so much easier to steal. Then why not? With these thieves, just go for the
Everyone wants
easiest
one
thing.
now, don't they?
And they're worth so much money.
So, Doddy, are our bikes going to start being stolen to order?
I think they've always been stolen to order.
Oh,
I think you get opportunist thieves who are going to nick stuff, and then let's face it, people who have had sheds broken into with good bikes nicked, they've been targeted. Yeah. They've been followed. People have seen where they've been riding or whatever, and they've been nicking the bikes to order.
You do hear about that, people getting followed home, and I'm guessing these bikes are going to get split. They're not going to be chucked, on eBay as a whole bike.
That's right. Yeah.
They sell fork and they sell a wheel.
Taken apart.
But the sad thing is sometimes the frame is just binned off.
No.
Because the parts sometimes are actually easier to sell faster.
Yeah, I think
profit.
Rich found one of his bikes somewhere. I can't remember where it was, but it was just it had been sprayed and literally thrown in the ditch. And the rest of the bits are gone.
Oh, it's a tragic story. Doddy, over on GMBN Tech, you did a wicked video where you're looking at the Abbess smart locks.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool. Why do we have to have that in here? But in that, you were suggesting some ways we should. How do we keep our bikes safe? Because there are all these locks. But in that video, you proved that some locks are pretty easy to just cut away.
Oh yeah, I mean that was like a 50p lock. It was the cheapest thing. Okay. I was more trying to prove the point that I could go and walk up and nick my own bike and no one would stop me.
No one batted an eyelid.
Not batted an eyelid, yeah.
No.
And other people have done this on YouTube before. The thing is, anything can be broken, anything can be stolen. What you've got to do is make your bike a bit less stealable than the one you park it next to.
So how do you do that?
Lock it up sensibly with a decent lock, with an additional lock, maybe a D-lock or a chain lock, and then have a cable lock running through the wheels and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But even at the bike park, there's so many bikes racked up. Even the simplest of, zip tie would make your bike less stealable.
Anything to make it less mobile.
Right,
basically.
okay, because I guess what you're trying to do is make it problematic to take the bike because you want it to take longer.
We want them to look at it and see that it's got 3 or 4 locks on it or whatever, and look at the one next to it, it's got a crap lock. They'll be like, I'll have that one then.
And I guess sometimes maybe we have to blame ourselves a little bit when a bike's stolen, because I saw on Instagram earlier on, I can't remember the account, but a bike had basically been locked to a lamppost through its front wheel. A quick release front wheel.
Well, unfortunately for that person, it's unnatural selection.
You know what I did this other week? I was in a real rush to get to work, and I was riding my crap bike anyway. But I locked it. I went back later, and I'd locked it around the post, but not around my bike. It was just sat in between my frame. Didn't get nicked.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, it is a thing of nightmares. We all put so much effort into getting the bikes we really want and love. and then people come along and take them. It's an awful thing. Have you guys experienced it out there? If you have, let us know in the comments down below. I guess, have you ever had a bike stolen, guys?
I've not.
I remember I had my Rally Super Burner stolen when I think I probably would have been about 8 years old, and I was absolutely gutted. Fortunately, the guy was just mega drunk and he brought it back about 10 minutes later. But for 10 minutes, my world had ended.
The thought of it just boils my piss, if I'm honest. Like, it just makes me so angry that someone would take someone else's belongings.
Right, while I get over Doddy's comments today, let's go to the news with Tom and Tom.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the weekly news roundup. We'll start this week with a new bike from Orange, the Stage 6 Evo. It's a 29er, 140mm travel alloy-only frame designed around a 150mm fork, featuring a 64-degree head angle and a 76-degree seat angle, long 467mm chainstays, and a modern 487 reach in a large. It's listed as Orange's go-to aggressive trail bike that's fun to ride on your XC loop, but beefy enough for a local enduro race. The Stage 6 Evo is only available in the premium SE build right now, featuring a mixed build kit of Olin suspension, Hope brakes, and a Shimano SLX Raceface hybrid drivetrain, medium through to XL for £6,400. Onto a few new forks now. EXT have released a V2 of their era, already improving the fork which got rave reviews with its launch a few years ago. There's some minor changes like lighter magnesium lowers to shave a few grams, but the main problem people were reporting during long-term testing of top-out noise has also been addressed with a new rubber bumper and a titanium plate. What's also cool is that the changes made to the era V2 are also backwards compatible with the V1, so you don't miss out. Another new fork, this time from Intend, as the Ebonite Bandit has been released. It's a 1.5 crown fork with a few nifty tricks up its sleeve. Why 1.5 crowns though? Well, in theory, you get the stiffness of a dual crown without all of the extra weight. It's kind of like Cannondale's lefty theory, and they've applied it to the upper half. But the extra space just allows for some really cool engineering. Running down that whole leg is a 3-chamber air spring. Air pressure is higher up top, but as the fork compresses, air in the lower chamber is compressed. Once pressure builds past the threshold, it pushes open a floating valve in the middle, meaning that the whole leg then becomes active as one big air chamber as the fork moves towards bottom out. This allows the fork, as Intend say, to be linear for the first 80% of its travel, before progressively ramping up like no other. It's available to fit a 29-inch wheel for now, 2.4 kilos at a hair under €1,900. Right now, a few more new releases. Protection company Met have released their 2022 range with colours inspired by insects, military shades and camouflage effects, with both iridescent and pearlescent effects as well. No physical changes to the Terra Nova, the Roam or the Parachute this time round, just colours. However, there is something new from eyewear manufacturer Melon as they launch the Kingpin. Their new riding glasses feature Zeiss lenses and of course can be tailored to your style using their website configurator. They come with a clear lens as well as a colour of your choice and a hard case and start from £130. And last but by no means least, some news from Crankworx as their first ever summer series in New Zealand gets underway. It's a slightly smaller series intended for a more national crowd, taking in 4 destinations: Alexandra, Queenstown, Cardrona and Wanaka, between November 27th and December 14th. It started with a Super D in which Bradley Harris and Louise Ferguson took the wins on a technical rocky course, linking 3 tracks together to create an 11-minute race.
Thank you very much. Great news. Right, Neil, let's talk about this new Orbea Rise Hydro.
Breaking news, Martin. Yes. That's it. New
That
bike.
is the breaking news.
It is, yes. Coming from Orbea. It's their Rise. It's kind of one of these bikes. I've been getting into this recently. I rode the Rise last year, the carbon one. Yeah. I've been riding that Specialized Canevo SL. That one right there, sat in the corner.
Beauty.
These lightweight e-bikes, and this is a new one. This is the aluminium version of the Rise. I think it's going to be really popular.
Yeah.
I know the carbon bike went down very well, so they've launched this. It's, appealing to the lower end of the market when it comes to budgets, but still amazing looking.
It's got that EPA RS motor on it.
So they've got their own clever little software. I say clever little software. It's software that they've designed with Shimano. So it's the less power, still torquey, and it's a lightweight bike. So I reckon this is going to be super popular.
Yeah, and how did it ride?
Brilliant. Yeah, I'm well into these sort of bikes.
Nice.
It's gateway drug.
E-bikes. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. So it is. He loves this thing. He can't take his eyes off it. Right, competition time. Your chance to win one of 5 pairs of Vittoria Sierra tyres and inserts. Doddy, tell us about these tyres. They worth winning?
Yes, 100%. So this is a downcountry tyre. They've actually been bold enough to put the name on the sidewall of the tyre and define a category, basically.
Okay.
So it's a cross-country tyre, but it is for hardcore cross-country riders. It's got a 60 TPI casing, whereas regular super lightweight tyres will be 120. And it's got a 4C, it's got the graphene in there. It's a really good tyre, basically. But it's for hardcore cross-country riding.
It sounds like a great prize. If you want to win the Vittoria tyres, then just head down into the description below this video, click on the link, and best of luck. I hope you're a winner, I really do. One way you can definitely win on this show is taking our advice afterwards and heading over to the GMBN shop for, I don't know if you've seen this, Neil, but our Christmas gifts.
Nice.
We have got all sorts.
It is Christmas soon. It's December. I'm allowed to say that now. Yes. Christmas coming soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've got all sorts of gifts for him, gifts for her, and gifts for the kids. And some of the kids' stuff is great. We've got sticker packs. We've got little mud guards in there. We've got coasters, magnets, and obviously kids' kit. So get in there. Get part of the GMBN squad by joining us with some great merch. Love to see you there. I mean, we won't really be there.
No, I don't hang out in the shop. The online shop, very often.
We're misleading you if that's what you think. Okay, let's take a look at some of the comments from last week's show. We were talking about, how cheap is too cheap on a mountain bike. And Hans Lidwagon got involved, Neil. Yeah. And he says he's got a $350 hardtail. It's a 29er Toseek Roadster. And he says he doesn't do any massive jumps or anything, but he says he has a great time on this bike. Perfect. So maybe our £300 benchmark was maybe a bit too high.
Well, you say that. Yeah. Jelly Jonesy here has got 100 Canadian dollars, full suspension mounted bike, brand new from a department store. What do you reckon that looks like, Donnie?
That looks like expensive dental bill.
Well, he's been riding his local Black Downhill trails and having loads of fun. He upgraded it with a $70 Chinese group set.
That was a waste of money.
And he's saying that climbs are bearable.
Wow, bearable. That's what we all want from a mountain biking, to be able to bear it.
Hey, the thing is, as long as you're enjoying it, that actually is the only important thing.
I was about to go there, actually. It's exactly that, actually. Jelly, if you have bought a bike for that price and you're having a good time on it, then you are winning. So fair play. Fair play.
Moving it on to quite a fancy looking bike. It's an e-bike, but you have to bear with us because Martin is a massive Valentino Rossi fan. He once met
him once.
He tells us every time.
Donnie, I met him once.
Anyway, there's VR40. I didn't realise. Obviously, they sell merch like T-shirts.
Yeah.
Like all
this isn't just merch, dude.
All that stuff that you sleep in.
Yeah.
There's a bike here, Olin's Shock, O-Chain, it's an e-bike. Yeah, okay, but it's VR46 bike.
Oh, it's sick.
It
is sick.
Good looking bike. They've thought about this.
Yeah, they're not messing around. This is not just some, they've pulled it out of China and put their name on it. They've really thought
so
about
you're going to have to get one of these to go with
probably going to have
to go with your VR46 cap and lunchbox.
What I've just realised is I haven't got any VR. I need some VR46 merch.
Start at the top then.
Yeah, I definitely do. But it's a great looking bike, and it's great to see people like that getting involved in the sport, and it means we're going in the right direction.
Well, are we? It's an e-bike.
Sure.
Oh, wait, yeah.
We're kind of going in the right direction for sure. Okay, let's take a look at some hacks and bodges. Doddy, you are going to love these. Yes, first hack this week is from Victor. Oh, I love this. Neil, what do you think? You must have done some skipping in your time.
I bought myself a skipping rope and then it gave up after 5 minutes. It's hard work, isn't it?
It's blooming hard work, but it's great fitness. I get my son to do it. He hates it when I say, go and do some skipping.
You kind of look like a boxer as well, don't you? You look hard.
Switches. This is a great little solution, though, and I don't think, Doddy, do you reckon you probably couldn't make this? You couldn't buy this better than this?
No,
really?
I think I agree with you. I think it looks absolutely brilliant. I mean, arguably, you could pick a better bearing and better grips, but being resourceful actually is such a great idea, and I've never seen anyone be this creative before and do it.
Victor had to do it because he's 2 metres tall, so they're too short for the normal ones. So yeah, it's a hack.
Very good, very good. Next up, Neil, this is a sad story.
I'm not into bike art, but yeah, why have you got a frame, especially a Santa Cruz Nomad frame on the wall?
I think something bad may have happened to the frame, as in it might have broken. And then what Aaron has done over in Maryland in the USA is he's mounted it on the wall. And at the end of the day, the bike's toast. But he's thought, well, why don't we celebrate it?
I don't know what the deal is with second-hand bikes. Can you get a warranty on second-hand bikes? Guess not.
No, It's original owner.
So that's quite a nice
But
use
you
of
might
it.
find some brands that would help you out,
Yeah.
to a subsidised bike.
Because it's still a shock. You can't have broken the front and the back end. You know,
Must
quite
have,
often you
must
see.
have a bit of cash.
Wow.
Well, I think it's a nice way
Not
to
enough
just
cash for any nice art, though.
make the best of a bad situation.
This is
That's what I
definitely
think.
an out-and-out mountain biker, though, because they spent more time hanging an old cracked frame on the wall than they have hanging a TV on the wall.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And I mean, it's not an easy thing. He's actually had to make a mount for that frame. So
Yeah, it's a nice bit of work.
pretty good. And next up, this is
Whoa.
genius. It's basically a Lego holder for his multi-tool. This is from, oh no, it's a free blocks. We haven't got a name for this. Anon has sent us this in. So can't win this week, I'm afraid. But it's from Singapore. And he's used Lego to basically create himself a little multi-tool holder.
He's used actually the bolts to go through the Lego, so it's solid.
I actually really like it. If not, it's a bit daft. But Doddy, you must have been in a now. If there's one
Lego?
he
Yeah.
must have been in a
100%.
Lego.
Lego Techniques. I still got my Lego train set from when I was a kid in the loft, which I'm going to give to Dustin. Yeah.
Nice. So what do you
Lego's
think of
brilliant.
this? You bit of Lego on your bike?
No.
No?
What about the Lego heads? You seen them as valve caps?
No.
Yeah, you get
That's
the head
cool.
off a Lego man,
Yes.
you put them on your. I've seen that.
That's a
yeah.
good
That's
idea.
a nice little hack.
I actually really like this, but it's not my job to decide who gets the. Oh, and he threw a mug. It's for the GMBN race top. I feel like Anon at the end there with the Lego probably can't get it, but Doddy hated the idea anyway.
No, I didn't.
It's between Aaron, or we're going to be giving it to Victor with a skipping rope. Who are you going to go with? Who are we going to Neil? do you
I'm
choose?
going for Victor, I reckon.
Yes, I think we'll agree on that.
100%. I think it's brilliant.
Skipping rope, great idea. Upscaling all those bits used on your bike, brilliant, lovely hack. There is a GMBN race top on its way to you. And if you've got a great idea, you've done something brilliant in your garage, bike related, then why don't you send it in to us at the GMBN uploader, and we might be seeing you here next week winning a GMBN jersey, which is quite a prize. That's pretty good.
I actually did something this week. I've built an aero bike. That's a hack. How often do you think
look
about
at this
building
thing.
aero bikes?
Look at it,
Cost me 10 quid.
Neil.
of
This is a
plastic.
work of art,
Isn't it, Jack?
Where did you get all that plastic?
Doddy sent me a link and I bought it online.
Oh, nice. Well, that is a hack. If you've got something that can beat that, send it in, and we'll see you next week.
Caption contest. Here's Rich stood in the puddle. Very big puddle, to be fair.
Look at him trying to ride through this. He nearly makes it.
Is the bike
He
stood up
nearly
on its
makes
own?
it. Yeah.
I know where
Look at
this
that.
is. I've tried that as well.
Yeah. Boggy times.
A good one comes from Rupert Wen. This is a real-life recreation of when little Dan Lloyd fell into mine's cup of coffee. It does look a bit like that.
There he is.
He's a
Little
regular
Dan Lloyd.
commenter, that guy is.
Yeah.
Rupert comments all the time.
Dejan Bogdanov, and he says, hey guys, I can't find my car keys. Oh, can you imagine?
I do that. Do you know, sometimes after a really long ride, I have a little anxious, like, oh my, imagine if you lost the keys.
You'd have to do what Rob Warner did, wouldn't you? Just break your window. What a plonker.
Only Rob. And Flashman 2008. Rich thought when he took on the assignment that GMBN was sending him to interview Reed Boggs. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
There's some reads as well.
That's pretty
the
good.
That's
box.
not bad.
Who are you going to give it to, Doddy? They win a GMBN stunt mug exactly like this one.
Look out, little Dan Lloyd.
I kind of like Rupert's comment, but Reed Boggs' comment's good. Flashman 2008.
Flashman 2008, you are a winner coming your way. If you would like to win a GMBN stunt mug like thus, that was close to my hand, then please give us a caption for this photo. Look at that. Brilliant. Give us a caption for that and you could be winning next week. Get involved. It's a great place to see you down in the comments down below, and you get to see everything everybody else is saying. So great. Hey, and while you're there, Neil, have you ever heard there's this button, like it's called, like. If you click on it, it goes blue, which is amazing.
Then what happens?
And then basically more people see mountain bike videos. Win-win! Right, on the channel this week. Coming up on the channels this week, we have got absolutely tons. On GMBN, I'm really looking forward to this. We've got a game of bike with Sergio Laos. That
I've seen some of this, yeah.
is going to be
Went
awesome.
down in Madrid, some good
Yeah.
stuff going on.
I've got a video on EMBN this week. Is this e-bike going to convince me to give up mountain biking forever?
And I think it might have done. Over on Tech, Doddy, what can we look forward to?
Or I check out a Yeti C26 from 1990.
Oh,
By the
nice.
Tomac Road at the Worlds, first Worlds.
Mate, that is quite the bike to look at. So that's just a few of the things we've got on the channel this week, so don't miss out. Right, next on the Dirt Shed Show, I've been looking forward to this all week. You guys really came through. It's time for a trail dog, or trail doge, maybe. Let's take a look at some of these dogs you've got running with you, and start with Aaron, who's got, look at this. It's Sid, the Hungarian Vizsla. Look at him railing these corners.
Likes the racing line.
Well, that's what Aaron says. He's not shy of an old French line.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
What a video.
That last corner's unreal. He just cuts it tight. It's like, oh, I'm losing a bit of time here. Whatever. So good. That is going to be hard to beat. We've got some great ones, though. We've also got this shot of... this is Gary. Now, we're not sure if Gary's the dog or the rider.
I hope it's the dog.
But I
Great
feel
name for
like
dog.
I feel like Gary the dog is definitely setting himself up to be able to do the jumps just like his owner there. Look at that. Rap. Nice, nice.
Got Raleigh in Waha, Idaho.
Trail Doge is amazing.
Bombing. And this is a good one as well. This is my neck of woods. This is from Leroy. Up the local tracks, testing my new hardtail with Italian spin-only trail dog Dembe. He's slow and awkward with poor balance, just like me.
Yeah, I tell you what, I went to Cross once to look at Italian Spinonis because I was thinking of getting one, and they are massive. That is quite a strange trail dog. I'm telling you, that is big. That is big for a trail dog, but I like it.
Love it.
They're absolutely nuts. Keep the trail dogs coming if you've got them, because that is a lot of fun, especially video of them following down a trail. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's over on the GMBN uploader, of course.
The bike vault, right, we're kicking off with a retro bike, a GT Tequestra, triple triangle. Everyone had a mate at school with one of these, surely.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I'm noticing about this bike from Matt? Is that, look, he's got modern wide bars on it, and they look absolutely nuts.
Does it? It looks a bit trialsy as well. With that
It
stem on
does. It does. I mean, I really love it. And I tell you what, back in 1992, that would have been a legit pro trials.
Well, and Matt is not, he's not a retro guy, because he's just new to mountain biking.
Well, fair play.
He's got himself a cool bike.
Yeah, the wide bars.
Keep hold of that.
Love it. What are we giving that? What are we giving that?
Nice.
Nice. Oh, Neil, that was
I
cruel.
do not remember
Next
this bike.
up, we have got James's super nice Cannondale trigger.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, look out. Straight with the super nice.
Yes.
Where he was taking a picture.
What? Not biased.
What? Not biased. What? Not biased.
Beacon Hill in Leicestershire.
It's a good bike, yeah. Pull shot. It's like a diad shock, so adjustable travel, short travel and longer travel mode.
And a front mud guard. Can't be bad. It's definitely a super nice because it's the big C, whatever. Right, Nelson loving his bike in Mexico City. After waiting 3 months of transferring funds to his bank account, finally got his first proper MTB. What a great story.
That is a
Love
cool
it.
story. I
Love
like that.
Definitely a super nice, and it's drive side. And I like all those images in the background as well.
This is Lucas in his Trek Marlin 5.
I like a Trek.
It's Thousand Oaks, California. Check it out, the gold XX1, whatever it is, SRAM stuff on there.
Yeah, nice. What's that gold crank all about? It's
know,
a race
race
face.
maybe?
Yeah, race face. It looks cool with all the gold touches on
Yeah.
there. Do you think sometimes it's worth going for a hardtail and getting better stuff than going for a full sus? Is that a good idea? I think it is.
Yeah, pound for pound,
Yeah.
maybe, but it's got to suit you.
Yeah, no, I guess
You know, you
so.
can't pick what one's better than the other.
What are you giving this bike, Doddy?
I'd say it's nice.
Oh, God, you guys are unbelievable.
There we go, another Candle. I love this place, Yonkers. We've heard of Yonkers in New York. What a name for this place.
Wait.
It's a super nice Cannondale habit. I'm pushing my
It's
luck
not.
with Cannondale,
It's
yeah.
not.
It's one of those, paints purple in direct light but looks blue. You know, people used to do this to their cars, and they wrap them in that funny colour.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a Tesla drives around Bath, that colour.
Wow, that's showing off. What are we giving this? We'll take away my super nice because I'm so biased. What are you going to give that genuinely, Doddy? That's a nice bike.
It's a really nice bike. I can't deal with all the bags and things on it though.
I don't get to ring the bell.
This is Brandon and his tank, and also his Banshee Paradox V3 in Canada, St. Catharines.
That's a cool picture. It's a cool looking bike.
So he's built the bike on the theme of Canadian military, so stopped during a ride to introduce it to a little tank.
I like that. That's super nice.
That is a super nice. I like a little story. That's pretty cool. This one we've got from Giannis in his Enduro Giant Rain in Greece.
I hear the mountain bike in Greece is really good.
Yeah.
I've never been to ride there.
In Thessaloniki. I like this a lot. I used to have a giant rain and I loved it. Yeah, a long time ago.
I think there should be a sunshine shoot to Greece at some point.
Definitely. What are we thinking on this giant? I think it's
Nice.
Oh, another, look at this.
Oh,
This
that
I like
one's
this
well
one.
nice.
So this is another giant rain, SX, which was their sort of sporty version of it.
Yeah.
fancy.
Look at that, look at the colours going on that.
Mexico
rad.
as well. In
I really
Mexico.
like that.
It's a long pile as well.
Kill on.
And last up, we have got a Specialized from Kevin. Doddy, what do you think of that? It's
Do you
a
know what?
strong
I'm going to
breed.
go in with a super nice because I like the fact that Specialized put Enduro on bikes before Enduro was a thing.
And then tried
Fair play.
Try to trademark.
Not such good
Oh,
stuff.
well, Canada tried to do that with Freeride though, didn't they?
Yeah, that's true. But, Canada can get away with anything. Thank you very much for sending in those bikes. They are all great. Some are nice, some are super nice. What is yours? There's only one way to find out. Take the risk, send it into the GMBN uploader, and it could be you next week getting a ring of the bell. Imagine how that would feel. Not actually, probably not that good. It's all right. It's okay. But anyway, send them in. We'd love to see them. Right, thanks, guys. That's the end of the show this week. We've only got one thing left to do, which is that bit that is always a little bit uncomfortable, but sort of fun.
What are you talking about now, Mike?
Fails.
There you go.
Ooh. Whoa.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah. Oh, shit.